So get this, a 59-year-old British guy, Chris Rowley, almost got obliterated by his cat. Not a car crash, not a bar fight, not skydiving without a parachute. He tripped over his bald little Sphinx kitten, Eric Morecambe, and ended up with injuries that sound like he got hit by a double-decker bus. We're talking fractured skull, broken neck bone, 2 spinal fractures, 9 broken ribs, and those ribs had multiple fractures each just for extra spice, and blood in his lungs. All because Mr. Wrinkly Cat decided it was playtime on the staircase. Chris said he doesn't really remember the fall, just that it was quick, and next thing he knew, he was laid out at the bottom of 14 steps. Meanwhile, the cat's fine, not a scratch. In fact, the cat actually bit his leg mid-fall and then, just to rub it in, apparently spent the night stomping on his broken chest like it was a trampoline. Here's where it gets worse. His wife Jackie works night shifts with kids, so she wasn't home. Dude had to just lay there for 14 hours in a puddle of his own blood. Phone dead, body broken, and the cat strutting around like, this is fine. He compared the feeling to claustrophobia, like knowing you can't get up or go anywhere, even if you want to. When Jackie finally got home at 10 a.m. the next day, she was also running late, of course, she opened the door to the soundtrack of her husband screaming. She found him sprawled on the floor in a crime scene-level mess. He'd even managed to drag himself a bit onto the landing, just to make the horror movie visuals more dramatic. She immediately called emergency services, but couldn't even stay in the room because his screaming was that intense. Paramedics showed up, pumped him full of painkillers just to move him, and hauled him to a trauma unit where he stayed 2 weeks. Now he's looking at a 6 to 12-month recovery, hooked up to oxygen, dealing with seizures, and waiting to see if doctors need to drain the leftover blood from his lungs. The man basically said, "I won't be good for another year," which is British understatement for "my life is wrecked, thanks to a cat that looks like Voldemort."